to talk to you guys today about you. Because that is actually the most exciting thing everybody likes to talk about, right? I'm going to talk about how you can have everything that your heart desires. Did you know that? Well, what I'm going to share with you today is threefold. It's my desire to help you understand that you have the power within you already to get whatever you desire. Next, I want to help you understand how the universe or God conspires for your benefit. And lastly, I want to help you gain some clarity in seeing why sometimes these things that you desire or you want to manifest may not be quite working the way you think that they should. Okay, so let's jump right into things. How many of you have heard of the law of attraction? Awesome. Well, the law of attraction is about how thoughts become things. And this is where your power lies. After learning about the law of attraction, some people simply think they're going to visualize, put out a wish or prayer, and figure everything's just going to poof and come to them. And they sit, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and they wonder, why isn't it happening? Think of it like this. You're on a ship or a boat, and you're visualizing your destination. And it's fabulous, and it's awesome, and you can smell the breeze, and you can visualize all the awesome things that's there. But the problem is, you never move. Why? That's because you've woken up every day still tied to the dock of the pier. Your thoughts create your experience. Your power comes from your ability to send out thoughts in any direction that you want. Because you get to choose what you think, you can bring basically anything you want into your life. So that makes it pretty cool, right? But make sure you send out your thoughts believing that you're going to receive exactly what you're asking for. So now you may be wondering, but how can this possibly work? I'm glad you're wondering that, because that's what we're going to talk about next. What I'm going to share with you is actually really near and dear to my heart, because I'm the type of person who needs to know every last detail of how I'm going to get from here to there, point A to point B. I got to know how, what, when, everything has to be done perfectly, because I'm a control freak. I grew up with a mother who was a warrior. She's got to be like the world's biggest top warrior of the millennium. She's obsessed. She wants to know everything about money, grades, my dad's job, her happiness or lack thereof, and now she obsesses about my children. And she thinks this is how to show love and responsibility. And I'm sure my grandmother was like that, but now I'm determined that my children aren't going to follow in those footsteps of this control freak thing. So it may come as no surprise when I tell you that the hardest part about the law of attraction for me is not knowing the ins and outs. I became a little obsessed when I would visualize, manifest things. I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't stop thinking about my goal and how I was going to get there. But then I learned something really, really important. And that's what I want to share that's really juicy, and it's been so instrumental in getting my peace back. And that is to delegate to the universe. That's it. You delegate to God. So now you're probably thinking, what the heck is she talking about? Well, when we ask the universe or God for something, we're supposed to ask, believing and acting as if we've already received it. You can't just sit back and wait. There's no energy. There's no energy in not moving. There's no motion. You have to behave physically, but with spiritual awareness for what you want. Because you remember that docked ship? This is what I want you to do. Okay, I should have told you you needed a piece of paper, but if you want to participate, grab a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. Right on the top of it, your goal or your dream. write me. So on the top is your goal or your dream, left-hand side's me, and the right-hand side's gonna be universe. Write down all the things that you can do to reach your goal on your side. Then write down all the things that the universe or God is gonna do to help you reach your goal. You might wonder what those things are. So it would be maybe like miracles, chance introductions, happy accidents. Now you can visually see that the way it works is if you do your part and the universe does his part. And in the end, the universe conspires for your benefit all the time. So now the control freak in me, I don't know if you guys are control freaks, but you're probably a little confused with this list because it seems like now you have to do a lot of work. But really, that's not what the list is about. It's not a call to work harder or longer. It's a call to work smarter and more aware. You're just inviting the universe in on the action. But what do you do when your manifestation doesn't seem to really be working? Because that kind of happens sometimes. Well, I used to wonder why I couldn't get everything that I wanted to work exactly the way that I wanted, right? I created a paranoia that I was jinxing myself with negative thoughts now, because I knew that my thoughts became things, but the problem was I didn't know how to stop. Sadly, you do kind of give off negative energy when you do that little freak out, meltdown, sometimes that we do when we're too impatient to wait on God's blessings. You've got to stay aware of your thoughts and old habits and the ones that don't serve you, and actively seek to change them. If you have negative thoughts, don't beat yourself up, because it just happens. If you didn't have some negative thoughts creep in every once in a while, I'd probably think you're a little weird. Because we all do. It's like virtually impossible, You're gonna have fears or limiting beliefs, stuff's gonna creep up. But you can prove those negative thoughts wrong by just thinking about them objectively. Are they really true? Are they really, really true? Are these negative things true? And usually you can get through those. You can visualize to change those negative things. Like, visualize once a day for a few minutes. You can do more, but don't do it too long, because then you turn into like this daydreamer instead. Imagine every possible detail that you can of what you want to get. Feel the emotion. Visualize yourself in the picture, touch and feel things, and experience the end result and beyond, but not the steps that you need to take to get there. You create a feeling during this visualization and manifestation that helps that desire to come true. Lastly, don't try so hard. I know we all probably have things that we really, really, really desire in life. If you try to force things, you end up blocking God from doing his thing. And you'll miss the simple greatness that the universe is offering you with the things that are happening all around you, because you're a little too obsessed. And remember that we need to be as clear as possible with what we want, but God already knows exactly what we're after. Live life as if you're already living your dream life already. Now, as your future self, because you've already made it. You have the power within you to have anything that your heart desires. Now go live like you've got it.
Thank you, Vickie.